이 위대한 구원. 크로스포인트 주니어 처치에서 전해드리는 이 시간, 담당의 Darin Pantley 형제입니다.
Hello, this is Darin Pantley from Crosspoint Bible Church. We're currently right in the middle of spring, and the weather has been great. Other than that one day when it was 90 degrees outside, and the other day when we had a dust storm, and the thunderstorms, it's been mostly great. My wife and I visited the local hardware store to look at their selection of plants. We saw peppers, herbs, tomatoes, blueberries, and more. It's convenient how they start the plants out for you in little pots, and then you can transplant them when you get home. They also sold packets of seeds for the people who don't mind supplying their own soil and water. While we were looking around, a woman walked up to us and complained about the prices. These are so expensive. You know, you can get the same thing at the grocery store on the other side of town for a couple bucks less. I saw her roaming the aisles, making sure everyone knew we should go to the other store to get a better deal. I couldn't help but wonder, is she really nice, or does she work for the grocery store on the other side of town? We ended up getting some plants, but also some seeds. This idea of taking a seed and growing a plant just makes sense. Even if you've never grown a plant in your life, you can imagine how it works. You put a seed in the soil and give it some water, and somehow it grows into a plant. But it can be tricky to grow a plant from a seed. The conditions need to be just right. Jesus talked about this in the book of Matthew, chapter 13. It says, "That same day, Jesus went out of the house and sat by the lake. Such large crowds gathered around him that he got into a boat and sat in it, while all the people stood on the shore. Then he told them many things in parables, saying, 'A farmer went out to sow his seed. As he was scattering the seed, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places, where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow. But when the sun came up, the plants were scorched, and they withered because they had no root. Other seed fell among the thorns, which grew up and choked the plants. Still other seed fell on good soil, where it produced a crop, 100, 60, or 30 times what was sown. Whoever has ears, let them hear.'" If you don't know Jesus very well, you might hear this story and think, "Well, that's interesting. I didn't know Jesus was so interested in farming." And if you flip through a Bible, you'll find other stories like this. Is Jesus interested in baking too? Why does he talk about yeast and dough? This story about the seeds is a parable. It has a deeper meaning. Since the people with Jesus were eager to listen, he explained each part of the parable to them. He opened up their minds to things hidden in plain sight so they could properly understand. Maybe it will be the story about the seeds that really clicks with you. Or maybe you'll read about the fish, or the coins, or one of the other timeless parables. For those that turn away from God, these stories will remain mysteries. But you can do something different. You can read the parables and seek deeper wisdom. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you.
지금까지 크로스포인트 주니어 처치에서 전해드렸습니다. 언어와 문화의 장벽을 없애고 실시간 동시 통역이 제공되는 크로스포인트 주니어 처치의 주일 예배 시간은 오전 11시이며 교회에 대한 안내는 847-212-6775로 문의해 주시길 바랍니다.